Ripple's CEO Brad Garlinghouse has fired another shot at the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission after the court upheld a previous verdict in his company's favor in a continuing litigation. By the way, Ripple has received crucial regulatory approval in Singapore for its crypto payment venture. Is it also conceivable for Ripple and the SEC to reach an agreement? Finally, XRP is on the upswing. After a 4% increase to retest the $0.52 price, as the current growth path represents a massive reboot for the coin. I'll explain the three main factors for the price increase of XRP. Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of San Francisco-based cryptocurrency business Ripple, has aimed at the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission after a U.S. district judge ruled in his company's favor yet again. Judge Annalisa Torres denied this SEC's interlocutory appeal of a July order, finding that secondary XRP sales did not constitute securities transactions on Tuesday. According to the most recent order, the SEC failed to present solid grounds for the court to reverse its previous decision. Throughout the case, the court noted some contradictions in the SEC's assertions. As a result, it ordered the agency to wait until other issues in the litigation were resolved before appealing any of the rulings. Ripple CEO, who has an XRP tattoo with the date of the July court judgment, criticized the SEC in response to the most recent court ruling. While acknowledging he is not a lawyer, the Ripple CEO claims the SEC was defeated at its own game. The agency had asked the judge to apply the well-known Howey test in its case against Ripple, only to lose. Ripple's top legal officer stated that the court's recent July 13th judgment on XRP's victory stands, establishing that XRP is not a security. The recent court decision weakens the SEC's two-pronged case. The regulator argued that Ripple's other token distributions constituted an investment of money by recipients, and that programmatic sales of XRP could cause investors to expect gains based on Ripple's efforts. However, in her most recent order, Judge Annalisa Torres stated that the SEC failed to produce meaningful evidence to challenge the earlier findings in the July ruling. Furthermore, the judge ruled that such circumstances do not provide pure legal concerns that may be easily resolved without a comprehensive analysis of factual data. Before it can launch an appeal, the SEC must first wait for the court to rule on other issues relating to its bigger complaint against Ripple. The next hearing is slated for April 23, 2024, as previously stated, although the parties must submit pre-trial documentation by December 4, 2023. Please remember to subscribe to our channel and to press the notification bell. To be among the first to learn about the newest developments about XRP, as previously stated, the last pre-trial conference is set for April 16, 2024. XRP. As previously stated, the last pre-trial. The meeting is set to take place on April 16, 2024. Notably, the parties and their counsels are required to meet in person for at least an hour to negotiate a prospective settlement. Before the final pre-trial of the conference, counsel for both parties, along with the parties themselves, shall meet in person for at least 1 hour to discuss the settlement of this matter, according to the court's ruling. The ruling follows the prior directive given by Magistrate Sarah Netburn, the judge in charge of the pre-trial hearings in the SEC versus Ripple case. Shortly after the summary was issued by the court, Judge Netburn instructed the parties to choose 3 mutually suitable dates for a settlement conference in the judgment opinion. The parties must choose the dates only if they consider a settlement conference will be productive at this time. The judge did, however, mandate that the proposed meeting dates be informed to the court at least 6 to 8 weeks in advance. As a result, the parties are expected to propose 3 dates for settlement talks. Is a settlement feasible at this point? The SEC versus Ripple litigation has already had 2 settlement conferences. However, neither meeting resulted in a settlement of the complaint. It is worth noting that the previous settlement conferences occurred before the court issued the summary judgment on July 13, 2023. Ripple has stated that it is willing to settle with the SEC in exchange for clarity for XRP. Surprisingly, the court has previously ruled that XRP is not a security. The court, on the other hand, dismissed the SEC's request to file an instant appeal contesting Ripple's success. As a result, the SEC will have to wait until the litigation is settled before filing a complete appeal in the Second Circuit. As previously reported, legal commentator Scott Chamberlain speculates that the SEC's hunt for a successful appeal is more challenging at this stage. Following Judge Torres' recent decision, he believes the lawsuit is unlikely to reach the U.S. Supreme Court. With the court ordering the parties to discuss a resolution, the upcoming conference, unlike the previous ones, could have beneficial results. In a recent announcement, the company announced that Ripple Markets APAC, its Singapore subsidiary, has received full approval to provide cryptocurrency payment services in the Singaporean market. Furthermore, the company announced in a recent statement that Ripple Markets APAC, its Singapore branch, has received full approval to operate crypto payment services in the Singapore market. The Monetary Authority of Singapore, Singapore's leading banking regulator, granted Ripple full major payment institution (MPI) clearance. To commemorate the achievement, the company took to X. Ripple reiterated its commitment to offering real-world crypto-based solutions to Asia-Pacific enterprises in the tweet. Furthermore, Ripple stated that its huge success demonstrates its practical usability of crypto solutions for financial institutions and businesses. Furthermore, Ripple claimed that the license represents an important step toward greater acceptance and utilization of cryptocurrencies. Furthermore, the payment firm emphasized Singapore's pioneering initiative in terms of cryptocurrency legislation. According to the press release, Singapore is known as a leader in pioneering digital asset regulation, making it an ideal location for businesses and financial institutions to harness the power of crypto for cross-border payments. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse also reacted to the regulatory milestone. He emphasized Singapore's involvement in the company's global expansion over the last 6 years. Garlinghouse went on to say, "Under May's leadership, Singapore has developed into one of the leading fintech and digital asset hubs, striking the balance between innovation, consumer protection, and responsible growth." Notably, this full major payment institution license comes just 4 months after Ripple received MAS's in-principle approval. It is worth noting that the accreditation places Ripple in an exclusive group of less than 20 companies recognized in Singapore for their crypto payment services. In the meanwhile, Ripple was mentioned in the announcement that the Asia-Pacific area will continue to experience a move toward digital payments. It was specifically stated that cashless transactions are expected to increase by more than 109% by 2025. What are the 3 main reasons for the quick increase in the price of XRP? Now for today's major question. What are the 3 main causes of the abrupt increase in the price of XRP? The fresh rally being promoted currently stresses the ecosystem's increased optimism as a result of 3 critical news pieces on which purchasers are acting. As many pro-crypto lawyers had predicted, Judge Annalisa Torres has been denying the United States Securities and Exchange Commission's request for an interlocutory appeal for some time. So, what are the 3 most crucial bits of information? Judge Torres' decision confirmed her previous findings that XRP sales on secondary markets do not constitute a securities offering. Furthermore, the ruling stated that all other XRP payouts by Ripple Labs do not represent a financial investment. The lawsuit also establishes a precedent for the broader crypto industry, as several other notable coins face SEC crackdowns. The Ripple versus SEC trial schedule, which was recently disclosed by the court, is another important element supporting XRP's ascent. The trial, which will center on the claims made by the SEC against Ripple executives Brad Garlinghouse and Chris Larsen, is scheduled to begin on April 23, 2024. Finally, the rebound of XRP may be due to the more favorable sentiment surrounding Ripple Labs' complete license approval by the Monetary Authority of Singapore. Ripple will now be able to expand its crypto service offerings to institutions and enterprises in the region, broadening its overall reach. This approval and XRP's prospective involvement in the corporation are important triggers on which most proponents are betting right now. So can XRP's surge be sustained? Many people may believe that XRP's ascent is unsustainable, given the overall decline that many altcoins are experiencing right now. Though short-term performance may be affected by market momentum, the vast fundamentals in the XRP ecosystem may assist in ensuring long-term growth. Currently, key developments have increased the price of XRP by 4% with volume, up 90.4% to $1.68 billion, and the market cap is up 3.9% to $28.2 billion, respectively. This is quite beneficial to my understanding of the YouTube algorithm. You can also help enlighten others in the same way that you have been enlightened by sharing this video with as many people as possible. Let's spread the word, folks. If you're a true cryptocurrency enthusiast, don't miss any of our material. See you tomorrow to discuss the newest news that affects us all as a community.